we're actually bringing out some truths, peel back the layers of all this fluff.
Shining the light on this industry as a whole. Maybe you should stay away from it.
Hi everybody, welcome to Real Estate Raw&Uncut. This is episode 115. I'm Byron Lazine. He's Tim Barre. I didn't get to use that a lot on the radio today, or this weekend.
Why not? Just because I wasn't there, you could have used it as
well. I dropped your name a few times.
I appreciate that. Now, speaking of Maine, Maine's a different place.
It's a little different.
Right? You've been down to Saco.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We don't talk about that too much. But we went to this place, it's called the Funky Bow. And speaking of real estate, where my dad and I were talking, we're like, wow, this place can't have much zoning. Because there'd be residential houses
Funky
here.
Bow or Bow?
Bow, like B-O-W.
Okay.
And you go up this dirt driveway in the back, and all of a sudden there's like a microbrew, there's a volleyball court, there's
a little party place?
Band over here. And like if you were to come up with your dog, and they want you to bring your dogs, they ask you to politely take it off the leash. So you're drinking microbrews, you got brick oven pizza, but
Jeez.
You got all this stuff going on. And it was a lot of fun, it was a blast. But I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, could you do this in Connecticut? Could you do this like
any liability issues there?
Huge. Like, because kids are running across the street from the volleyball goes into the road where people are driving up. I mean, people are going slow, but all it takes is one.
Some trustworthy peeps in Maine.
It was just chill. It felt like Vermont. You know, it was a really cool place.
Had a good weekend?
It was an awesome weekend. It was good.
Radio show went well.
Yeah, I listened to the first little bit.
Did you really?
Until the kids wanted to play with a paintball.
Koopman did good. Yeah,
it was good.
We're gonna get those podcasting. I just don't. Stay tuned for that. That's coming very soon.
I would say the only thing I would say is myself personally, as far as an investment with a multifamily, I'd say I would want more than 2 units because my risk is too high. You know what I mean? If vacancies.
I know. I was talking to Bill about that, but
that's why he has so many units.
Yeah. Well, he has so many units. He did start with 2, but he offsets them. But what he was referring to, though, I think what you heard is beginner level.
You don't have any other choice.
It scares him to see, while 8 units is always better than 2 units.
But that's commercial.
Right. Right, of course. So you can't go like residential loan. But even 4 units, you could go FHA or something, would be better than 2. He just cautions that beginner from jumping right in and getting burnt.
Because if your vacancies are huge.
How hard it is.
I like if you're staying in one. Like if you own it and you stay in one, you just offset your risk because you're there.
Absolutely.
I mean, even with somebody trashing it, it's like, what are you going to trash when the owner lives next door to you?
He brought a lot of value. He's a very knowledgeable guy. I'll send you the clip there before we put it on podcast. So
he's very trustworthy.
He is. And you can check this show out anywhere in the country, 949newsnow.com. He is very trustworthy. He's a stand-up dude.
He is.
So that's kind of what we're going to talk about today, right? So Google did a study, some kind of poll study, wherever they're getting their research from. You know, they've got enough data to go around.
They do.
On how people are selecting their real estate agent. What was the...
So the biggest was trust, correct?
Yeah, so the biggest was, is that how they phrased it?
49%.
The biggest was trust. 49% of the people select their real estate agent off of trust.
Which makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. You want to trust who you work with. You gotta get them to like you, know you, trust you, right? Those are always the 3 things that you're looking for.
What was interesting on this one, though, was brand.
Yeah, well, that's all the way at the bottom.
I couldn't believe it, 2.5%.
What's important to you when selecting an agent? So number 1, trust at 49%. All the way at the bottom, 2.5% was brand.
I never would have suspected that, and until I started thinking about it.
Right.
And then it kind of does, because people...
You probably would have given it a 10 or a 20%
up
just
there.
Thinking.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, why do people just not care about the brand?
Because it's not the brand that you're working with, it's the people.
Right.
Right? So it's who you choose to work with somebody.
If you just pick a brand and you maybe call in on floor duty,
But some people do.
I know, absolutely. And there's nothing, maybe there's nothing
But do you
wrong
think
with
those times are actually, it's sliding the other way? When they're going to call a specific person because they know that they like them, trust them, know they can get the job
I think
done.
if they're calling floor duty, which we know there's a very limited number of calls, and if there's agents and brokers chime in, watching anywhere from I'm sure they're experiencing the same thing. Low-level floor calls on the brand's phone number.
Sure.
But the people that are actually calling that number probably are thinking, hey, that brand right down the street, let's call them.
Right. They may not know how it works.
Right.
They may think that every single real estate agent's exactly the same.
Sure.
And that brand represents a certain level of trust.
Absolutely.
So it's probably built into it.
So number 2 is experience, 15%.
Makes sense.
13%, 13.2. Negotiate. That,
The fun part.
I would have thought that was higher.
Yeah.
Actually, right? Everybody's looking for the best deal, whether you're on the buy or the sell side. Personal referral was 11.8%. You know what's funny is personal referral reference, it goes right into the trust factor. It makes trust even more,
You
because
can almost combine those.
you can combine that. It's almost like 62% on trust. And then work fast, 8%. Negotiate. You can really, even experience and negotiate.
It's
Look
all
at those
wrapped.
two, and they're wrapped into that trust.
So if you're lacking, if you're not a trustworthy person,
If they see that you haven't done any deals, which is experience,
that's right.
they're not going to maybe trust that you can get their deal done,
Right.
right?
Oh, absolutely. So if I've seen that you've done, 3 deals in this subdivision or in this, 1 mile radius, I know you can get it done.
You've got experience, and now I trust you. So now you're checking all the boxes there.
That's right.
How do you?
Maybe somebody else gives you a really good reference. They're like, "Holy smokes! Yeah, thank you so much for doing that deal."
Well, I was just going to say, how do you gain more trust?
Past clients.
Well, if you don't have the experience, which is the past deals, you do something, do a really good rental, do a whatever. In the beginning, you get that, what you just said, that reference. You put that out there. One of the things that we're looking at with our mailing is making sure there's a really good review
Oh, absolutely.
on some of the mail for that trust factor. Instead of just saying, and we've fallen into this trap, and I know so many agents that are watching this have fallen in the same trap, where it's like, just put, oh yeah, top 5% in my marketplace, or 1% or whatever. But to the consumer, if everybody has it, do they
Doesn't mean
trust?
anything.
Do they trust that you're the actual guy that's got it?
Exactly.
And what does it mean to
And
them?
some of the awards that are out there really don't mean anything anyway because they can be purchased.
Right.
You know what I mean? I even have some on mine.
Yeah.
That it's for the Connecticut 5-star magazine or whatever. It's like you buy that, really,
Absolutely.
right? I mean, you have to be
Right.
nominated, but
You have to be nominated first, but then there's still a.
they want you to purchase things,
Right.
and if you don't purchase things, you don't get nominated again.
That's right.
So
we're
it's
looking at-
really clients.
I love having information like this because we're looking at it and just saying, okay, how can we adjust? Obviously, we want the marketplace, our clients. Well, our clients probably already do trust us, but possible clients to trust us. And how can we put ourselves in their shoes and gain more trust and really share more and showcase more what we're doing?
And it's also throughout our team. I mean, we
Yeah.
all have that common thread.
Absolutely.
Right? People like us, trust us, know we can get the job done because we're backing up the team. So we have the capability of doing a lot of transactions because we've instilled this level of trust within our team.
Absolutely.
And just throwing it out there, bring the deals.
Bring the deals, baby. Absolutely. So, I don't know, we'll probably put these. Hey, Brittany,
Yeah.
can we put these stats from Google, like in the,
Floating on your face.
somewhere in them? Yeah, absolutely. And then maybe down
With a nice
in,
goatee as well.
in the YouTube
Yeah.
story there. So, awesome. I think I wear this shirt like every time we do a video.
Yeah, I'm probably plaid every time.
They're thinking, geez, does he have another?
I went to
polo?
LL Bean and got a couple nice flannels, but it's not quite cold enough yet. So.
I gotta start switching up the fashion game on these videos. So next week, I don't know. Next time, we'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend. Have fun. See ya.